Okay, that's enough of that. Welcome back. I'm Andrew, and this is Andrew's Lens. Today, I want to talk to you about my digital camera, the Olympus Stylus SH-2, a good camera that you should not buy. My usage of this camera mainly kicked off when I went on a trip of a lifetime to Scotland at the end of 2024, as well as Zurich for a few days. But the story that I want to convey started much earlier than that. You see, in the first half of 2024, I wanted to buy a digital camera because some of my friends were buying them and getting great photos out of them. I was inspired and wanted to try it myself. I searched and searched a few times a day on Facebook Marketplace for one. I would research every single one that looked appealing to me. I watched dozens and dozens of camera reviews like the one I'm making right now. I spent countless hours focused on this. For months, it was at the forefront of my mind. I arranged to pick up a few cameras, but I was indecisive, not wanting to make a mistake and get a bad camera, and have the perfect one appear the next day. I never bought one, but in the week before I went away, I found an out-of-use digital camera in my parents' house. That camera, you guessed it, was the Olympus SH-2. I researched it and found very little information because, from what I could gather, it was an unremarkable and forgettable camera. One that I would have never bought if it came up on Marketplace. But I loved it from the moment I started using it, and it taught me something I'd heard in many of the dozens and dozens of YouTube videos I'd watched about cameras, but never took too much notice of, which was, the best camera is the one you have with you. And I couldn't agree with this more. I didn't love the SH-2 because it was an amazing camera. I enjoyed it because it was a camera. I think this highlights the importance of just doing something you're interested in. I was skeptical for months, but I realize now that I should have just bought the first camera I liked the look of, because it was the act of photography that I wanted to engage in, and it didn't matter what gear I had. Anyway, I feel like I just told my life story like those chefs do before they actually give you the recipe. So let's talk about the camera itself. Straight out of 2015, the 16 megapixel pocket camera has a 1/2.3 inch sensor and weighs just 271 grams. It has a focal length of 25 to 600 millimeters and a max aperture of f3 to 6.9, as well as inbuilt Wi-Fi connectivity. I'm not going to pretend I know much about cameras by listing everything else, but here's the full spec sheet if you are interested. Okay, let's get into some sample photos and videos. As you can see, it's not an impressive camera. But that's kind of the fun of it. Sometimes I find that ultra-high quality videos don't even feel real. The fun thing about an old digital camera is that the photos feel real. They have their faults and they don't feel contrived, and most importantly for me, they feel like memories. Many memories are naturally lower resolution, for the lack of a better word, so it is cool to see photos that you took with it and have it feel like you were looking at a real memory. The video features are decent too. Here's some sample footage. If you're looking for a digital camera at the moment, please just go and buy one if you can, and don't think about which one to buy too much. If you want to try photography, just do it. That's about all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, and goodbye. She smiled
said you would draw